OK， 我们现在开始下午第一场。这一场的论坛的主要内容是关于流动性以及基础设施的组合选择。今天我们邀请了4位嘉宾，分别来自国际上最有名的清算行和技术公司。接下来我想请他们就是自我介绍一下，大家欢迎。So firstly, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name is Tom O'Reilly. I work for Forex Markets. We are based in New York City. I'm here with my colleague, Ms. Helen Yang, here in the front seat. And I'm very pleased to be here, and I look forward to this panel of distinguished colleagues here. So thank you very much for attending, and we'll see how we go.
大家好。My name is Itai Damti. I'm co-founder and CEO Asia at Leverett. We're a global company with 160 employees in 5 offices. And Leverett basically provides the best technology in the market so brokers can focus on sales, retention, and profitability. I'm looking forward to speak here. Thank you.
Thank you.
大家好，我姓黄，我是CFH 亚洲区的负责人。我们是一个英国跟丹麦的集团。我们的重点业务重点是在于交易科技还有流动量这2块。
大家好，我叫王启玲，我是来自于 LMAX 的。那我们公司总部是在伦敦，受到 FCA 监管。我们目前刚刚在香港获得了香港证券及期货监管的 SFC 的3号牌，所以我们现在在香港有一个办事处。那我们主做的业务是提供流动性，可能跟在位的几位有一些不太一样，是我们做的比较专一些。接下来也希望有机会可以介绍一下我们公司的情况，谢谢。
好，谢谢大家，非常感谢。今天这4位分别来自4个不同的公司 ，LMAX 世界最大的外汇交易所，然后 CFH 也是非常一家好的清算供应商。然后关于 FXShell 和 Liquidity， 从我的角度来说，我也是对他们非常的一直听说过他们的名字。今天其实给了我一个很好的机会，因为我其实对大家怎么用清算，一直是非常关注的。清算其实从外汇的角度来说，是公司怎么样做好的一个非常关键的地方，是风控的最重要的部分。所以我想借今天这个机会，从我的立场对大家分别提一些问题，希望大家给到我们一些很好的建议啦。谢谢。首先我想请诸位就是分别介绍一下各自公司的特点和产品的特点，可以吗
Thank you. Our product is FXShell, and we provide liquidity and/or front-to-end solutions for brokers, and we really have 5 different components of FXShell. We can offer any of them or all of them. They include a quote management module, a risk manager, the dealer management, back office CRM as well, and also a module that we call App Tracker, which allows brokers to keep track of the application status of their clients. I can get into a little more detail on all of these, but that summarizes our company's focus right now.
Leverage solution includes tools to manage A-book and B-book. We don't restrict our clients in how they manage the risk. So in the A-book part, we provide our liquidity. We aggregate liquidity from 14 different liquidity providers and provide them as part of the Alex Capital, our liquidity solution. And then for the B-book part, we provide a data feed on different stocks and indices and commodities and FX pairs from all over the world, and we deliver it through the LXFeed platform. The place for the brokers to manage the risk and to define their policies and monitor the exposure real time would be LXRisk, which is the one unified solution they use to define the policies and later monitor their activity and change them long time.
Thank you.
CFH 是2007年成立，是一开始是一间丹麦的科技公司，然后之后我们扩张到伦敦，在伦敦受到监管，然后基本上我们涉足的领域非常的广，从前台、后台、风控到桥接到我们自己有3到4个平台，然后当然也包括 MT4的提供。然后流动量方面，我们是在英国受监管，那基本上绝大部分都是跟我们自己跟银行的直接关系，所以基本上公司上下150个人，大概有80%是都在 IT 这个领域方面的。那基本上我们的工作是我们只针对机构，我们不做零售。那基本上是希望我们的机构客户能够提供他们的客户最好的交易体验，然后在流动量方面也能有一个对公司获利、对整个营运最顺畅的方式，这样子。
谢谢。
我们是 LMAX， 那我们可能跟在座的这几位不太一样的地方是我们主做的是流动性。那我们首先是一个2010年成立的公司，可能对于大家来说，可能这个公司觉得好像很新，但实际上在2010年之前，我们花了3年半的时间来做科研，所以目前所做的撮合的技术是我们公司自己本身的。我们公司大概有100多人，有60%以上全部都是 IT 人员。那这个 technology 这个技术为什么会为什么要花3年半的时间来完成？为什么会跟目前其他平台不太一样呢？我可以这里简单的介绍一下。那大家都比较知道，首先就是做市商、STP 以及 ECN 这3种模式。那 STP 就是它会需要把客户的单传到一个撮合的市场上。在我们之前呢，撮合的市场目前都是 ECN， 但我们现在的撮合的技术是叫 MTF。这个 MTF 的模式实际上是之前是被主要用来于证券交易所的撮合模式。这个跟 ECN 最大的不同就是在我们的这个报价中间，银行是不可以拒单的。所以跟一般的 ECN 模式相不太一样的地方是，在 ECN 模式中间，银行报过来的会是一个 quote， 我们英文叫 quote 啦。那简单的中文来讲，就叫一个报价参考值。这个报价值参考值过来之后呢，无论您这边是 broker 还是一个基金公司，看到这个价格想要成交的时候，这个单会传到系统，系统会需要首先询问报价的银行说你要不要这个单，然后如果报价的这个银行说 OK， 那就可以成交。如果是说报价银行说不行，我们不可以接受这个单，这个单就会传回到系统，然后再询问下一个报价最优的一个银行，直到成交为止。我们这里讲的都是一个 market order， 也就是市价单的成交模式。那如果在某一段时间之内没有银行要这个单，那客户就会看到一个拒单或者是重新报价的一个要求。那在我们的系统中间是不一样的，我们是要求所有的银行都以限价单，也就是 limit order 的模式传价给我们。你可以不停的修改或者取消或者删除，但是如果客户看到这个价格要求成交的话，就必须成交。我们是绝对不会再去询问银行说你报了这个价格，你现在是不是要成交？所以银行跟一般的客户或者 broker 来讲是处于同一个起跑线上，他们是没有权利再去拒单。所以我们的这个 MTF 模式跟 ECN 的撮合模式非常的不一样，这也是为什么我们到目前为止是唯一的一个受到监管的 MTF 交易所牌照。接下来我相信也应该会有更多的机会会具体讲到这一些了。现在就先介绍。
谢谢你。大家对自己公司的产品做了一个对公司还有公司产品做了一个介绍。我想诸位应该有一个比较就是大概的一个概念在里边。在这里边的话，我想提问就是 FXShell 和那个 Liquidity 2位，就是我想请问，就是你们是否也是提供 LP 的，还是只是提供那个就是技术方面？
Yes, we are a liquidity provider. We aggregate liquidity from multiple sources, and we offer liquidity as a standalone product, or we can offer a whole suite of products to go along with the liquidity. But yes, we are a liquidity provider.
Okay, thank you.
Leverage has the exact same approach. We started as a technology company, and very early in this stage of our company, we also launched a liquidity offering. We believe that liquidity and technology go hand in hand. Liquidity is about technology, and also your technology has to connect seamlessly to your liquidity provider. So it's very, very hard to think about them as two separate components. We actually think of ourselves as the Apple of the industry, in that we try to make a package that plays very, very seamlessly together, so brokers don't have to get lost in problems between their technology and their liquidity. If someone in the audience has an MT4 server and you have a standalone liquidity provider, you know just how hard it is to find problems in the connection between your MT4 and the liquidity side, and so we try to create a holistic solution to basically capture all of the technology and liquidity needs for the broker in one company, so you don't have to get lost in the integration.
就是在这边都是大家有提供 LP 提供技术我想就是四位从各自公司的角度来说，就是评价一下Liquidity Provide LP 和那个桥接技术，还有那个就是 CRM 风控放在一起提供给客人更好呢，还是单纯提供 LP 更好？你们从各自的就是公司提供一下各自的观点行吗？
那我可以这里先讲一下，因为我们公司只是提供 liquidity 啊。
OK。
那我们公司的这个观点就是，我们公司最强的是技术是在做撮合，所以我们是着重于自己最强的那一部分。其他的关于桥接、CRM 以及风控的系统的话，我们目前都是跟一些信任的合作伙伴一起来合作。那我们的观点是让专业人去做专业事，有些人做桥。或者是有些人做 CRM， 或者是有些人是做风控，是非常厉害的，我们去让他去做就好了。我们关注的是，我们是做报价，我们是做清算这个渠道，我们可以做的比别人更好，但是我们就没有办法再分力去做其他的项目。
明白。
有关这个问题呢，其实我非常同意刚才 Tay 说的，就是说，流动量跟科技其实是完全不能分开的，基本上是紧紧相连的。那科技的好坏就流动量的好坏就完全看你科技的好坏。其实，那客户的交易体验，那交易商的交易体验呢，交易商对将来就是在整个控管还有就是风险的管理上面呢，这都是跟科技息息相关的。那有关 Amy 刚刚讲的问题，就是说 CRM， 然后桥接。然后所有整套的这个系统上面呢，基本上以我们公司来讲，我们是整套系统从前到后全部是巨细靡遗都有提供的。但我觉得最关键的是一间就是说好的流动量或科技公司，应该着重于就是说你客户到底需要什么东西，而不是说因为你有这些东西，就一定要强迫客户把你整套的东西都用到。那因为各国国情不同，文化不同，然后客户的交易习惯不同，那所谓的 CRM， 所谓的风控，那在各国的交易情况也会有不同的状况发现。那欧美的风控是否适合中国？欧美的 CRM 是否适合中国？那就要由交易商、由机构自己去研究、自己去决定。我的建议是，机构一定要自己做功课。那也千万不要道听途说，也不要听别人说哪一间好或怎么样。对另外一间好，不见得对你这间好。所以说，一定要做功课，一定要比较。然后，最重要的是，譬如说你喜欢这间公司哪个部件，那你可不可以就是说我只需要这个部件？譬如说你喜欢 CFH 风控系统好了，但你比较喜欢 LMS 的 Liquidity， 那是不是？那这个东西的话，是不是我们这些厂商有办法配合为你做这样的配合，而不是说你一间公司，因为你有所有东西，那你要强迫客户拿所有的东西，那对机构来说，这在财政上是一个很大的负担，而且可能会买到一些根本就不适用 你自己公司将来营运的东西。
So again, I don't think we have to explain so much about our solution. We already stated our mission. Our mission is to basically take responsibility for all the technology needs of brokers from end to end. We don't leave anything behind. We take care of the liquidity side, we take care of the trading backend, we take care of the trading front ends, including the mobile and the social parts. We take care of the CRM, and then basically we allow brokers to focus on the business decisions. We found along the years, from talking to hundreds of brokers, that the biggest pain that brokers have is to manage the technology side and chase the business at the same time. So if we allow them to focus on their acquisition, client retention, and risk management according to their business discretion, we allow them to do business in an optimal way.
I agree completely. We're pretty much the same. Regarding technology and pricing and risk management and CRM and MT4 bridges, everything we have developed in-house. Everything we own is proprietary to our company. We've been doing it for many years. We don't have any third-party solutions, so everything is monitored 24 hours in-house. And we feel that that's very important because it kind of brings a unity to the whole product. As you say, I mean, brokers should be concentrating on what they do best, is in marketing and in sales and in getting customers. They should not have to worry these days, especially about technology, because there are so many great technology solutions available to you. I think technology has advanced to a point where it doesn't make sense to try to, reinvent the wheel. We already, all these things exist at very low entry cost prices. All this has been done already. So I think any of these great companies have very good offerings, and as you say, just do your homework, look at all the demos and see what suits you best. Thank you.
I also want to comment on a pattern that we've seen in the market in the last few years. We see something that's very, very common in China.
这个问题，所以从这个角度来说的话，那我们就需要更多的支持，更多的那个技术服务，甚至要，或许可能需要把手的去教导他们什么叫百分比、保证金的杠杆比例，然后上什么地方去设置，然后他们才可以在这里面渐渐去学习。而且就是随着一个公司的成长的话，它肯定会客人越来越多。那在这种情况下的话，一个 LP 的话就会渐渐不适合他们的发展。那在这种情况下的话，我们增加流动性，甚至是增加桥，都是成为有必要的一个过程。这个就像我们一个孩子的成长，肯定是一步一步去做的。这个就是从今天这4位就是4家公司角度来说，我觉得我受到很多的学习，非常感谢。接下来我想想请教大家一些就是各家公司的特点吧。Thomas， 我想请问一下，就是贵公司，我刚才看你们的介绍，就是有讲到风控这一部分，是否可以跟我们讲一下你们的风控是怎么做的吗？就是你们那个风控那个系统里面是怎样，就是帮助客人去进行风控的？
Well, I think out of the 5 components that I mentioned earlier, I think the strongest component is the risk management piece for FXShell. You can control the risk from multiple front ends instead of, I mean, I've seen systems where traders try to manage, say, a MetaTrader, and then you have CurrentX, and maybe they have Integral, and we can take we're kind of front-end agnostic. We can take the feed from all front ends, and we can monitor the risk tick by tick of every currency pair as it comes in, and it'll tell you exactly what your position is. A wealth of information that's updated every multiple times a second. So risk management becomes easy. There's a lot of radio buttons, if you will, that you can control a lot of things. If you're getting too long in sterling, for instance, you can change your risk appetite in that currency. You can hedge. The risk piece is actually the most. We've been using it for many years with what we'll call dealers on the desk. They watch the flow of the trades coming in, and knowledge is the most important thing. You have to know where you are at all times. As a broker, you got to know if you have a position, you have to hedge your position. It becomes critical. So that is what we've been working on. We've been constantly adding to it, adding features that make it, I think, the best piece of Forex around.
When I moved to China a year ago, I thought that I would be speaking about front ends all day. I thought that we are going to promote Cbcs and mobile and the social, because China is so mobile and so social, and it makes so much sense. But what I found is actually MT4 has a monopoly in the market, and everything we can offer is basically on the back end, and the back office and the management side. So I found that local businesses find a lot of appeal in the risk management solution that we have in Alex Risk, because it allows them to do very basic things that I thought are elementary in the risk management world, but actually very few products in the market have. So from the policy making around A-book and B-book, and then the monitoring of your exposure a long time, and taking manual actions to correct all of your exposure. So this is something that we considered as very basic since 2009, but most bridges in the market today, most liquidity providers don't offer a very deep solution for monitoring your risk and controlling risk in a very sophisticated way. When you send your flow to A-book or B-book, how much control do you have really over the next decisions in the A-book world or the next decisions in the B-book world? When the trade goes through in news time and goes to B-book, can you do things that will protect your business from scam and from fraud and from scalpers? These are things that most risk management systems in the market don't solve, and we've been solving these problems since 2009 with Alex Risk.
对 CFH 来说呢，我们的风控系统最大的特点，第一个，我们不只对应我们的平台是完全100%对应任何 MT4 系统，任何的桥。第二个是，我们有一些比较特殊的功能，就是比如说，就算是对应 MT4 的话，也可以随时从 A 部转 B 部 ，B 部转 A 部。那不论是任何的客户，你要做任何不同的控管，或者是任何百分比。在任何产品，就是某一个产品，你要50%要送进 A 部，其他的部位自己留着。或者是要做加倍的风控，比如说要跟单，跟着客户的单要加倍的做。这些方面呢，其实老实讲，用科技来，以现在的趋势来讲，都是用科技来做。那我们在这方面是。算是比较先进，那可以有效让交易商就是在不同的市场趋势下，很快速、很有弹性的做出抉择，那避免进一步的损失或加倍利润。
因为我们公司是没有一个风控的功能，所以我在这里就没有办法来特别解释。但是我想在这里也想强调一下，其实风控这个功能真的是很重要。无论你是全部做 B-book 呢，还是说你全部是 STP 出去，我觉得风控这个部门功能是一定要有的。就像刚才你提到的说，你需要知道，比方说你如果全部 STP 出去，你在清算商这边你拿到的 margin 是怎么样子的？那你提供给客户的 margin 是怎么样的？你的报偿比例是怎么样的？那你怎么样来确保你在清算商这边的资金是足够，然后清算是没有问题？这些是作为 STP 的风控部门是一定需要做的。所以无论是哪一种模式，我是觉得平台上是一定都需要有风控部门，包括我们公司自己是所有的都是做撮合，我们公司也一样会有风控部门。当然，这中间风控部门看到的更多是我们跟银行对接的时候，我们银行的单子是怎么样子等等这一些方面。所以，无论是什么样一个阶段，这个风控的功能都是非常重要的。
谢谢大家。风控是公司最重要的一个部分。那么接下来，我想对各位提一个比较现实的一个问题。现在就是希腊 的那个财务状况出现严重的问题，有预测可能会再一次发生黑天鹅事件。黑天鹅事件的发生的时候，有好几家公司，世界非常知名的很大的公司，当然也是属于风控问题了。从我看来，最终出现了那个财务赤字，有公司不得不在这之后就是不得不宣布那个关闭。那么目前的状况，我们面临的希腊的这个问题的话，那么各家的公司，请问4位，你们自己的公司对这方面就是公司是采取怎样措施？一个是保护了自己，另外一个保护了客人。我想各位从这个角度来说，对自己的公司的那个这方面进行一些评价，行吗？
那我这里先解释一下，其实我们公司在周5的时候就已经开始关注这些问题，所以对于客户持仓在欧元的货币对或者黄金货币对持仓都比较大的，我们都会个别提醒啊，我们都有甚至有打电话到客户这边说，你目前周末需要持仓，然后这个周末欧元会进行需要向欧元区来报告他们的方案是怎么样。那个时候还不知道原来是最终决定要做公投。但是这样的消息出来，大家都知道，周末一般黄金都会进行跳空。那在欧元区出现这么大问题的情况下，所以我们有特别提醒所有持有黄金仓位以及欧元仓位的客户都需要保持在周末持仓量的保证金在一定比例以上。那我们昨天也我有跟风控部门沟通过，我们今天会在伦敦时间的下午4点钟左右提高我们所有的欧元产品的保证金比例到2%。那具体周末的情况会怎么样的话，就要看这一周接下来欧元区是怎么样的一个演变情况了。这相当于也是大家都是在这一行经过黑天鹅的事件之后得到的一个信息，就是风控这部分是非常重要的了。那在当时黑天鹅出现情况的时候，其实我们公司当然也是有亏损，只是说亏损是没有好像其他公司那么严重。而且另外因为我们的客户的组成部分主要都是 broker。所以很多在24小时之内就已经把亏损掉的这部分负的资金又补充回来给我们，所以我们就基本上没有太大的问题，但是也都意识到这部分的风控是非常重要，一定要很关注。这一点我相信大家做平台上慢慢之后都会意识到，经历到这个问题了。
谢谢。
基本上刚才麒麟已经基本上回答了大部分的问题了。那我们作为一个流动商。处理的措施其实是相当相近的，也就是说，其实最基本的措施就是减少持仓量，然后增加保证金比例。那这次的事件，我想跟黑天鹅有一个很大的差别，就是黑天鹅虽然有蛛丝马迹，但是是一个毫无预警的情况下，所造成的情况。那这次希望在一个大家有一个预期的情况下呢，不会对市场造成一个太大的冲击，但再一次提醒各位，如果是经营交易商的话呢，在风险控管这方面，对客户的持仓量、保证金这方面是非常重要的。
谢谢。
I think it's obvious to everybody that black swans happen in the world, not only in FX but also in politics, in natural crises. So these things are part of the world, and we have to not try to master them or try to change them, but to give ourselves tools to cope with them the best. I think the best measure on how you manage risk is how long you've been in the business. If you're a broker like Saxobank that's been in the business for about 20 years, you know that you manage risk well. And every broker should ask themselves, how long have I been in the business and what decisions did I make around risk management at the times of crises. All we have to do as a technology company in times like the Black Swan event of last January and the future Black Swan events is to allow brokers to manage risk the way they want. We need to put technology on their side and give them enough tools to decide before the event how they want to respond to flow that comes during the event. Actually, during January Black Swan event, we saw that trades came in two big groups, two waves of trades. The first wave was triggered as part of the initial trading, maybe the depending orders that were triggered as a result. The second one came as a result of the stop loss and take profit orders that were generated by the movements. So we saw very high flow of orders. what you can offer as a technology provider and liquidity provider is that the systems will have high performance during these times, so the flow of orders will not mess up with your stability. And the second thing is that brokers can set their policies on how they want to handle these events. And if everything happens according to their rules, we are basically happy. And as an aftermath of the January event, we saw that a lot of levered customers made a lot of money if they made B-Book. I mean, you all know that B-Book brokers made a lot of money in January, but in the next event, the market conditions could be different. So we don't try to tell anybody to do A-Book or to do B-Book, just to give them the best tools to make business decisions.
Thank you.
So on that note, I think January 15th, everything changed. Everything that the markets as we were used to them are completely undone. I mean, I've been in FX for far too long, actually 38 years. And the only thing that I could get close to that in the early 90s, the Bank of England was defending the pay. And in 97, we had the Asian crisis, but nothing compared to January 15th when the Swiss National Bank pulled out. You can't anticipate these things, but you can learn by them. I think, as you say, black swan events happen, they will happen again, and in a way it was a wake-up call to the industry. Fortunately or unfortunately, the brokers that benefited were the brokers that were B-Book and everything, because they didn't put anything out to the street, so they had no counterparties that they had to answer to. And unfortunately, a lot of customers got hurt that day, went into negative balances. And the trick here is just to learn from that experience. The Greek crisis is coming up. I don't think we're going to see anything quite like we saw January 15th, but it just goes to the point that you have to, risk management is very, very important. And I'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much. 时间也差不多了。今天就是听了4位的，就是来自4家世界最大的那个清算还有那个技术公司的那个讲演之后，我想大家对整体应该有一个比较大概的印象了。如果我们现在正在打算做券商，或者我们券商刚刚起步的话，那么我想大家根据现在自己的状况，可能对4位如果有选择的话，选择哪里，可能已经有一个比较大概的一个印象了。但是从我的角度来说的话，就是不管你做什么事情之前，把所有的事情调查清楚，然后分析自己的情况，根据自己具体的市场情况，然后管理的情况，还有客人的情况，选择最适合自己的那个就是技术还有平台是非常非常重要的。那今天这个展会也正好是分会了，也正好是一个机会，大家都在这里。接下来那个大家如果有兴趣的话，欢迎大家跟这4位就是分别沟通。那我们今天就这一场。